Okay, so a really big thing when it comes to caking or creasing or cracking with your makeup is making sure your skin is prepped correctly. I have very dry skin, so I know I need to prep my skin to be extra moisturized. Really easy way to do that, obviously, is just a layer of moisturizer. I also think that by spraying hypochlorous acid on my face before I do my makeup, it creates just like this level of moisturized skin that really helps. All the products I talk about will be linked to my Ulta by the way. And then specifically for underneath the eyes, I love this concealer, and it has to be blended with this brush. And then before I go in with any type of powder, I take my finger and I just kind of slightly tap over that, because naturally when you talk, when you move your eyes, you're gonna get this like little slight creasing here. So just making sure that those lines are kind of like smooth together. And then I do a 2-step powder process, first a press, then a loose. By doing 2 steps of powder, I have very dry skin, so I find that when I just do one, it clings to the dry patches more easily. By having 2 very thin light layers, it prevents any type of that creasing or cracking for my skin specifically. So I use this Tower 28 pressed powder first. I just swirl this around, tap off the excess, and I'm going right there underneath the eye all the way out here, and I'm doing a very thin light layer. You can see already too, it's really smoothing out everything here, and it's also very brightening. I also love this Kosas one, and then Lawless pressed powder too. There's been so many good loose powders that I've found. This is a great one. This is the Kosas one, so just trying to get a little bit of that powder out here. This is actually pink, so pink powder, do not be afraid of it. It's actually really good, especially if you suffer from dark under eyes, because the pink will actually neutralize out any green or blue tone. Words are hard today. Okay, so you're gonna take a puff and you just tap that on the powder, so it's gonna look like that, tapping off the excess. The key here is we don't want a ton of powder, because that's what's gonna cling to the dry patches and create that creasing that we're trying to avoid. And then I'm just going underneath the eye and I'm bringing that all the way out to my hairline, and I just go back and forth until all of that is kind of like blended into the skin. I don't like to bake, because once again, that on my skin creates creasing. Repeating that same step, tapping off the excess, and then going underneath the eye. Repeating that same step, just going back and forth until we have all the powder. And you can see how brightened the under eyes are, but they're also just like absolutely poreless. Without picking up any new product, this is what I'm taking like in my T-zone, underneath my nose, kind of around my mouth, anywhere I put any extra concealer, and boom. The under eyes are creaseless every single time. Once again, all the products and shades are linked to my Ulta.